what you got?
A day early. Butcher Box.
You guys like the videos, right? It takes time to make these videos. It takes time to edit them. We try to record when our kids are down for a nap, so we have limited time. If you guys can please, like this, please like, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment of, I don't know, the favorite meal we had this week, or if, like I said, you want the recipe, leave a comment. If you want us to go over something in particular for our next video, leave a comment. We're looking, right? We're paying attention, and we're here because we love to do this, but also even more so than that, we want to help people. So help get this channel to where it needs to be, right? Let's grow it. Welcome to week 2. This past week, I think went pretty well. What do you think?
I think so too. I think Butcher Box definitely saves us some time on planning our meals, or we plan our meals around our protein, which eliminates a lot of thinking on my side.
It's true. So let's just jump right in then. Butcher Box, what did we think? We have tried it for a week now. We will be showing a video of us opening the box and just kind of showing you guys what we got this week.
We're also going to be doing comparisons on prices, like something local. Local store for us would have been like H-E-B Central Market. He also did price comparisons for like Trader Joe's. Is that the one we did?
Trader Joe's, yep, and H-E-B.
The quality, the taste, even like the difference you can tell in cooking these fresher meats.
So before we get to all of that, check this out. Look at what we got. Butcher Box. I'm gonna add a link down below if you want to say, I think it's like $50, and then you get bone-in chicken thighs free for a year if you keep eating boxes. We're not super committed. We don't work with Butcher Box, but we're gonna try it out and see how we like it. I said in the last video, we have 2 kids, and if you don't know anything about Butcher Box, it is 100% grass-fed beef from start to finish. What did I say?
Beef. It's more than beef.
It is beef, but the beef specifically is grass-fed from start to finish. No antibiotics, no hormones. Same with the chicken and all their other meats. Comes from farms all over. It's supposed to be a lot better for you compared to some of the meat that you get from like your local grocery stores. Not supposed to be. It is better. So let's open this box and see what we got. First up, 100% grass-fed bison. We got 1 pound ground bison. Then we got our free for a year chicken thighs. It's cool because they separated it out by pounds, so we got 3 pounds of bone-in chicken thighs for free. Sorry. Ooh, so cold. That was chicken thighs. Then we got chicken wings. Again, separated by 1 pound. No antibiotics. It's non-GMO verified. 3 pounds of wings. Jess really likes air fried wings, so being the thoughtful husband that I am.
Yes.
A lot of chicken. 3 pounds chicken breasts, separated a pound per package.
Our kids love chicken.
Look out. Ground beef, separated out again, 1 pound packages. Who's a fan of chicken nuggies? So Yeah, the kids love these things. They're chicken breast, nuggets. Last but not least, grass-fed beef strip loin steaks. The end. All right, so that's what we got. Now let's just talk about the price, quality, taste, right? So I compared the best I could, compared prices, like Jess said, from Trader Joe's, HEB, and what was the other one?
Well, the Central Market.
Central Market, there you go. Which is just an HEB, but it's
like organic or more like a Whole Foods.
Yep,
local.
Closer to a Whole Foods store. So as far as price goes, I will say teeter-tottered. I should have took snapshots, but not going to. So some prices were better on ButcherBox, and some prices were better on in store, right? So for example, the salmon compared to ButcherBox from Trader Joe's or HEB's, either one of those in store was cheaper, but the big difference was the sockeye salmon. So ButcherBox has sockeye salmon, and Trader Joe's and HEB just have regular Atlantic salmon. So from my understanding, it's a fattier, higher quality cut of salmon. So can you compare it? And kind of. Otherwise, Trader Joe's didn't have the selection that ButcherBox did, and then HEB didn't have all of the same options as far as getting 100% grass-fed and all the different cuts of beef. They do have 100% grass-fed. But to bring it back to the price, it's not that far off. In total, I want to say that we're paying about $20, $30 to get it to our door. Is it worth us keep doing ButcherBox? To continue doing ButcherBox? We'll just have to see, I guess. You'll just have to keep watching to find out. So, quality. Do you want to talk about quality?
You can definitely taste the quality. Is that what you're saying? Yeah.
Overall.
Well, you've cooked most of it, so.
Yeah, but we can still talk about the quality and the taste of it.
Yeah, so the taste, you can definitely tell a big difference. Fresher, more lean, I want to say. Like the steak the steak that we had.
Yeah, so it was better. It's hard to describe without you actually trying it in person. But yeah, when I was cooking even the chicken breast, when I was cooking the steaks, like they just cook different. The best way to describe it to me is that it just seemed more fresh. Like slaughter to the table was that time frame just seemed shorter. I don't know. It would have to try it out to understand what I'm talking about. But for example, the chicken breast, you put it in the pan, and you can kind of see the fats like melting off of the chicken as you're cooking it, which I've seen a couple times getting chicken breast from like HEB or something, but you don't really see a lot of that. I don't know if that has to do with how long it's been packaged and sitting waiting to be sold. But anyways, the quality was better. I think we could both tell in the taste. We could both tell while we cooked it. Overall, like nothing bad to say about that. I will have one, I guess if you wanted to call it a con, was that one of the packs of chicken breasts, when it got delivered, was like a little puffy. It wasn't super sealed tight.
Which you see in the unboxing too. He mentions it when he's unboxing it.
Yeah, so what I'll say about that was like that's not great to see. You don't want to see air in a bag because it could be, it could get freezer burnt. That means it's got a hole in it. All I did was defrost it. That was the first one I defrosted, the first one I cooked it. the first one I cooked, and it was fine. But I did hit up ButcherBox. I told them what happened. I sent a picture, and they gave me the option to either get a new pack of chicken free of charge on the next box or just get our money back. So I chose to get money back so we could just try something else out. Since we're already, that's a part of our subscription, so we're gonna get a pack of chicken breast. You okay?
Yeah.
Since we're gonna get a pack of chicken breast anyways. So I just opted out of that to get, like I said, try something else out. Another thing is if you cancel your subscription, they will automatically, the system will say, hey, come back and we'll give you for a lifetime that you do
For your
these.
subscription. Yeah.
For your the lifetime of the subscription, you can get $1 bacon. So they'll send you a pack of bacon for $1. So I went ahead and tried that out, and we're gonna do at least another box. So we can do another box unveiling if you guys want to see it. But anyways, another box is gonna be coming in like 3 more weeks. So we can do another unboxing. But excited about that one. We got some filet mignons coming, so we'll see.
I'm excited about the salmon.
Yeah, I'm not a fish
He's not a
person.
fish guy. But me and the kids love fish, or seafood. So I'm excited to try that and for the kids to try.
Yeah, I need to do better. I used to get, so if anybody's in Texas or near an HEB, they have these salmon patties, and they're like, I like the jalapeno spicy one. That one right there. That one can get it. But anyways, I do need to do better. But I take fish oil as a supplement because I'm not good at eating seafood. And that, if you don't know, will help with inflammation. It helps with joints. Excuse me. Overall, just better for you. So we'll show a video of the kids eating some of those chicken nuggets. They had some of the ground beef. So let's just jump right into that, right? What did we make? We made some wings. This week we made those, I mentioned in our last video, some ribeyes, some steaks. Treated ourselves. We had some steak with a salad, how did you like it?
It was good. So we did the steak with the salad because I was kind of about to hit my calories.
We both were.
Yeah, and so I wanted to do the steak, but I also didn't want to go over. So we just did like a little light salad as a side instead of, like potatoes or whatever typically we would have had with it. But it was so good.
It was really good. Yeah, it would have been better with like potatoes, or maybe some like homemade fries or something. Carbs are always like good, Anyways, so we did that. We did burgers and we made spaghetti for the kids, which I'll throw a video or a picture of. They were killing that.
Yeah.
Chicken thighs. Jess made. What did you make?
Made chicken thighs.
Honey garlic.
Honey garlic chicken thighs. The kids are a little sick, so I always try to throw in like garlic stuff and just to kind of help with their boost their immune system too.
So boom, I'll throw a picture up there. Creamy Parmesan chicken and rice.
That was good.
That one was really good. If you guys like the sound or the pictures of any of these, like throw a comment down below and we'll get you the recipe so you guys can try it at home. So overall, like, I don't really have anything bad to say about the taste or really anything about ButcherBox so far. One box down. We're gonna keep trying it for now. So that's it about ButcherBox, right? So let's talk about week 2. How did we do? I guess it's really week 1. Week 2 in the sense of episode 2. Week 1 went down. How did we do? You go.
Oh, I struggle to hit my proteins for sure. But that's always kind of been my issue. Um, just eating in general for me is a big thing because sometimes with the hustle and bustle of the day with like the kids and we're potty training right now too. So like sometimes I'm like, I forgot to eat today, so I struggle with that part.
We're really trying to watch, obviously, what we're putting in our bodies, but trying to give uh, our kids the best opportunity too. So we're trying to watch out for them as well, which is why we made this big switch to. I don't want to say just to Butcher Box because I don't know that we're going to stick with it, right? But the switch to 100% grass-fed beef, no hormones, no antibiotics, and any of these proteins, right? So you don't know how that's affecting your body. We're not meant to be digesting these extra hormones, additives, because you know that's in the meat if they're eating it or giving it to the animals or fish. So we're just trying to do the best we can, right? And I realize that the price point isn't for everybody. Um, I would say pinch your pennies where you can. And if you can make it work because in the long run, I think that your body will thank you for it. So, with that being said, you were talking about your protein, your calories.
Uh,
How did you do in terms of your calorie cap? So that's the diet you've set for yourself,
that yeah,
right?
these are my goals. 1,780 calories. My protein goal is 170, 178. Sometimes I overshoot because I am trying to like build muscle. Um, and carbs, 156, which this week I averaged 129. Not bad. Fats, my goal is 49, and I went to 55. And this is not like super accurate. It's just kind of like an estimated average because I haven't logged what I ate today, and I didn't know how to log the tacos yesterday because they weren't on the My Fitness Pal thing, and yeah, I was just eating and talking and enjoying myself, so I didn't care about what I was eating.
Look, guys, it's about balance, right? This isn't. We're not going stepping on stage 12 weeks from now. This is a lifestyle change. This is just to be the healthiest that we can be so that we can be around as long as we can for these kids and but just to enjoy a happy healthy life and be able to run around with them as long as we can, right? So we have to take care of our bodies so that we can really enjoy those things later down the line. Now, uh, does that mean I'm doing it just for that? No, I want to show you guys that I can get abs, that I can lose these love handles, right, and get to my physique, my goal physique, right. And so it's not just about the lifestyle. Obviously, there's selfish goals within us too. Like we want to look a certain way, so we want to show you guys that it's possible, so that in hopes of helping anybody that needs help, right? Um, it's possible. Like we're not where we want to be, right? We
Life happens, right? So you kind of put yourself and your own goals kind of aside and like have to step up for your kids. I don't know if Albert's talked about this much, but our daughter has a special condition, right? And so for that, um, she has a rare form of epilepsy. So um,
it's called
our
Dravet syndrome
yeah,
is what our daughter has been diagnosed with. I haven't said anything. Um, we can make a video, kind of going. Um, we can make a video talking about Dravet syndrome and kind of how it's affected us. And um, I would like to dedicate an episode to that. So we'll talk about it more later. But yeah, she was diagnosed with Dravet syndrome last July. So um,
so yeah, it's been hard, right? Like getting that diagnosis and like this whole future for your kids kind of just changes all of a sudden, and so you have to pay more attention to them or to her. And our own goals kind of just were set aside. And then hospital stays, you can't like be like super picky about your food. It's kind of just, we were there like days at a time. And it's just it got kind of hard or kind of easy to just like stray away from our lifestyle, which we had, eating right, working out all the time. So just life, like even if you just have children in general.
Priority shift, right?
Yeah.
But I think that we believe that you can prioritize yourself and your kids.
So that's our journey right now, is like us trying to get back to having a balance our, I guess, work family life.
So let's talk about my side, right? Told you guys my goal was 2,400 calories, 240 grams of was it 240? 220, 240, somewhere in there, grams of protein. And my goal for fats was 50, right? But that was at a minimum cap. So my total calories, 2,400. That's what I was focused on. From there, 220 to 240 grams of protein. Actually, it's 220. 220 grams of protein was my goal. Then after that, at least 50 grams of fat. And the rest was going to kind of just fall as it may, depending on what I was eating, depending on what Jess and I made, just make it work, right? So I am happy to report that I had a successful week 1. I didn't go over calories. I was at right about 2,400 every day. I'll throw up averages somewhere to show you for the week, but 240 grams of protein was my average, 170 grams of carbs was my average, and 81 grams of fat. So I will say the protein was like a little high. My goal is 220. I was eating I had a 300 gram protein total for a day that I can share with you guys if you want. If you struggle with eating protein and getting your protein in a day, I can show you different ways of how easy it really can be. Obviously, you got to plan out for it, right? You can't just be willy-nilly about waking up and, hey, let's see what's in the fridge. Okay, this looks good. Let me just eat this. No, you got to have an idea of what it takes to get there. But once you do, it's really not that bad. Now, why am I stressing about protein? What is the big deal? What is the big deal?
You can tell the difference. For sure, I can lift a little heavier. So I just recently rejoined the 200-pound deadlift club. Whoop, whoop, again. Which is kind of where I was right before I stopped working out. But yeah, I was going 205 and I was like, let me push a little bit more. Slap some 10s on there and
she slapped.
And yeah, like it felt really good. So yeah, proteins, super important, I think. Protein intake.
There's a little bit of gas from homeboy over here. He's out of podcast. There's Leo just fucking up the storm back there. Yeah, so protein it has your essential amino acids. It's got it's what's gonna help heal your muscles. So when you're working out, you're tearing muscle fibers down, right? Well, it needs something to heal, to make stronger. So what you're doing is you work out, you're tearing these muscle fibers, right? And as they recover via protein and your nutrients that you're putting in your body, well, it grows back stronger. Other nutrients are obviously going to help aid in muscle recovery, but protein is number 1. So carbs are good for energy, right? Carbs and fats are both good for energy. The difference between carbs and fats is carbs is more fast. They're the energy that's quickly available, right? So say, for example, weightlifting is a perfect example. That's when your carbs are going to kick in and help you fuel for a workout. So when you see other people in videos saying that carbs are life, or whatever the case is, it's not the end all be all, but you're gonna notice if you go to the gym without eating anything at all. You'll notice a difference with eating just breakfast. Like say, I eat 4 slices of toast, 4 eggs, and 4 slices of bacon right now. That's kind of been my go-to past month. I would notice a difference eating breakfast and then working out, as opposed to when I normally go to the gym before work, I don't eat anything. I notice a difference. You get more of a pump, you have more energy, you're a little bit stronger. So carbs is not something to sleep on, right? But fats are equally as important. So fats are your long-term energy resource. So for example, if you were running a marathon, or if you have a physical job and you're walking or doing hard labor all day long, well, you're going to be pulling from fat stores more than you are from your carbs, right? So that's kind of the difference for you. And I can deep dive into that more, but that's just the general foundation of what your macro breakdown does for your body. All right, guys. It's week 1. All right, guys. So please like, comment, subscribe. We will see you guys in the next video, episode 3, week 2. We're out.